Boom! We're live tonight. Our first compilation record, New Order's Substance 1987.
What's up?
Hola. Vaya con Dios, amigo.
You know what? I don't have my freaking... I'm not ready at all.
Way to go, Idaho.
What the heck?
True faith. Substance.
What the deuce? Come on, turn on.
Welcome, everybody, to tonight's show.
Maybe I'm not going to have a second screen.
1987.
Is our love triangle? Johnny, come out to play. Johnny, come out to play.
Embarrassing me, Don.
God damn!
Don't start the show and leave.
Nobody's watching this shit anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Johnny.
Why the hell is my freaking... Well, I guess I'm not going to have a second screen, so...
Are you getting dressed?
No.
Getting undressed.
I'm trying to get another... Are
The pants down.
Yeah.
Can you not hear me? I don't have a second screen?
What does that mean? Oh, a second screen.
Yeah.
Pooter.
That's advanced. I don't do that, so I wouldn't know what that is. Now I understand. So why'd you listen to me or listen to us and go live?
Because I went live before I realized I didn't have my screen on. Apparently it don't fucking work now.
It happened.
Good start.
Well, everybody's here celebrating HeroCon 2025. We're doing Substance by New Order 1987 compilation album, greatest hits. Made it on the Rolling Stone Top 500. 300 and something, 363, 383, or 392, something like that.
Now
Pretty
you're
for a dance album. Not too shabby. From the remnants of Joy Division.
Yeah, this was the one I was looking forward to doing the most.
Why?
'Cause I like post-punk, and I was excited to do. I don't think we've done yeah, we have. We did my Susie album, but I heard Ceremony a bit after you picked the album, and that kind of got me excited to listen to it. And I was not expecting so much like EDM. I was not expecting the.
This is an electronic album, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like the origin of. It's the origins of it, or I want to say
New Order is synonymous with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this album was released in August 1987 by Factory Records. It compiled all the band's singles from their 12 inches and B tracks. It was released as a double LP, which is surprising that they could get all this album to fit on just 2 LPs. Because I thought for sure this thing would be a quad LP. As long as this album is. Yeah. This album clocks in at...
Damn, that's a long song.
What does it say?
Yeah, it's
over an hour.
Yeah, this is easy right now.
74 minutes.
So not to interrupt, but they released it on a double LP, and then later they released it on CD with double the amount of songs.
Yes, 48 track, I believe, right? something like that.
It's a lot.
47, 48 tracks.
It's
That's
long.
That's a lot of singles.
Because when I was listening to this album, I had to go to Pandora. Because I normally listen my whole albums on Pandora
Uh-huh.
because it plays in order rather than Spotify where it just mixes up.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that popped up for this album to pick from was the CD release, and it had like 40 something songs. I'm like, holy cow, is this right? So I had to go to YouTube and check the playlist of the album and seeing that it was 24 songs. So,
And that's still a lot.
Yeah.
It's
I was gonna say what they did was they released the B-sides with it for the single or for the CD release,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I think, adds to it because you get that extra stuff that nobody else, unless you bought the singles, would have heard.
I love a lot of these songs, but I'm gonna admit it's hard for me to hear it all the way through.
yeah.
Break it up.
You got to break up the album in half.
Yeah.
You got to break it up in half.
Unless you're having you're throwing yourself a goth dance party or something.
Yeah.
Then you can put the album on and it'll play for the rest of the evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
This morning, I go play basketball on Saturdays with a group of people I've met at the park, and we all get together, right? So I take a little speaker, right, and I'll put music on, and I go, you know what? And it's only me and one other guy. Yeah, one of those. And me and one other guy showed up, and I just had it playing, and it got to the point where it's like, enough. Let's put. I gotta put something else. And I changed it because it was like I need something different because it's so long.
Not quite basketball music.
Yeah.
It is and it's not, because I don't really want to be paying attention, and I just want to, something relax. It's usually I do put like
What's up, Callie?
I put some other kind of dance, but nothing crazy or whatever, and we just play basketball. It's nice and relaxing. But it was just I need different beats. It got to the point where it's like I just need to change the beats up.
Yeah, because all the beats kind of run together after a couple songs.
Yeah. It starts to sound all alike.
Yeah, when I listened to it again earlier, I just listened to the original LP release tracks, those first 12, and the first track for the B-side songs, only because of what it is and who was singing on it.
It's a straight up dance album, basically. It's just dance and some pretty freaking good songs, dude. Some of them are like, yeah, they don't. At least for me, they don't get old. I just can't listen to it all the time, but I always go back to it. And when it does, after a few months or whatever, and it comes on, it's like a fucking song still kicks ass. Like Blue Monday. Blue Monday to me never gets old. And I think
Never.
Yeah, that doesn't get old. Blue Monday doesn't get old. True Faith.
It's definitely a good song, and I guess they knew it was a good song too, because there was at least 3 different tracks where you hear Blue Monday.
Yes.
Either it's the music, or in the beginning, I think it was the second or third track where they're singing in the same Blue Monday, but different lyrics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, 2 other times you hear the music playing and stuff, and so I'm like,
But
they knew they had something good. I mean,
they knew they hit something good with
especially
that.
for dancing. I mean, Blue Monday, man, it's such a great musically. It's like the beat, it's awesome.
It is. There was a remake. Oh my god, by like a punk band. I don't know if it was a punk. I forget what were they called?
Orgy in the 90s.
Yes. And that shit was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Very good job
covering that.
Yeah, Blue Monday holds a special place in my heart.
Really?
Yeah. I won't necessarily get into it, but it's of an intimate nature.
Cool. The first song I ever heard of this, and I kind of touched on it last time, bro. Me and a girlfriend, we were at a Specs. You guys, you know what Specs are, right?
Oh yeah, I
Do
do.
you-
He don't.
This,
I don't.
Donnie?
Specs have already shut down. I think by the time he came around.
Yeah,
What-
I think Specs used to be a music
Music store.
Okay.
store. I think it was
I've never been to one, but I'm familiar. I
It was kind of like what FYE is, I guess.
okay, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
like that.
So I think I guess I was like 1988. I think I was in high school, and yeah, I was in high school, and we went to a Specs in this mall that was like the It Mall back in the day, and where they're looking at whatever we were doing in those, and they put on Bizarre Love Triangle, and I was blown away by that song. Now I cannot stand to listen to it, but at that moment it was like I had to go and ask what it was. I asked the guy that was working there. He explained to me, yeah, it's been out like a year and this and that. And I was like, oh my God. And I went and I'm pretty sure I bought it. I don't know. I don't remember, but I was just blown away. So then a couple of months later, we were down on Hollywood Beach, and there's like a bandstand, right? They call it the Shell or something, where it's a stage with like a show and people. And there was a ton of people from my high school, and they were dancing to the Cure, to the Smiths, and I had never seen that scene. At this point, I was more Poison, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses was coming, but you don't really dance to that stuff.
Right.
And I saw all these girls from my high school, people that I really didn't know, but I knew they went to my school. I guess maybe that might have been. And they were just jamming and dancing. And I was like, I caught myself dancing with my girlfriend. And I was like, oh my God, this is the music. Because I wasn't into the freestyle. Back in the 80s, it was all freestyle and stuff. And I liked it. I knew it, but it didn't make me move. And this made me move. And all those other bands that didn't get radio play, that's what they were playing. It was like oh my God, this is the music style that I've been looking for. And it's important. It was important to me back then. It like opened my eyes. So that's why this holds a special place in my heart, you know? But whatever. That's the stupid little story.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It was
pinpoint your love for that genre or your music kind of changed.
Yeah, it was there. It was those two, Bizarre Love Triangle. I knew Depeche Mode, but I knew who they were and all that, and I was into them, but they didn't. When I heard all this, it was like, oh my God. And then I started going out to parties and going out to clubs, and they would play this kind of music, and it was like, it was like, oh my God, I found my element. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this album. I love the music. I don't love them all, but it's an important album for me.
Now,
I guess that's why I picked it.
how do you like New Order compared to Joy Division?
I love Joy Division.
Yeah.
They're just darker, but I freaking love Joy Division. This is more happy. It's like the yin and the yang. It's like Joy Division is dark and it's Joy Division. You know, their name is Joy Division, and they're so freaking dark and gloomy. But they're amazing as well. And then for New Order to come from that, and Depeche Mode come from all that, it's pretty awesome, you know. But then Depeche Mode's more darker than New Order.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I've always heard, like, the first time I ever heard of New Order was they were just happy Joy Division.
Yes,
That's how they were.
Yeah, they're happy Joy Division. That's what they are.
Yeah.
I guess they're more danceable too. You know, they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
Their dance.
Definitely good timing.
Yes.
but lyrically they're still about the same.
Yeah. Did you ever get to hear that song I told you? My God, what's the name of the song?
Age of Consent.
Consent.
Yeah.
The lyrics are dark. The lyrics are not a happy lyrics. It's almost like the guy opens his eyes and he sees what's going on in the relationship, and it's not the greatest lyrics. Have you ever heard the other one? Is a Bronski Beat? Have you guys ever heard Bronski Beat? I'm sure you've heard the song. It's called Small Town Boy. That one is, it's what these guys probably lived and all this, and that was not the happiest song. When you see the video, you get the song and you see what it's about.
Now, with being compared to Joy Division, is this band British also?
Yeah,
It's the members of Joy Division.
Oh, is it?
Joy Division, different singer.
Oh, after the other singer
Yeah,
died.
after Ian Curtis.
yeah.
Which I think is why they shifted. They made a conscious decision to
Yep.
go away from being so sad.
Ian Curtis, right? I believe that's
Ian
the name.
Curtis, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember his name, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's
I'd like to see the movie they made about him, like in the early 2000s.
always meant to watch and I never got around to watch it.
I've seen
pretty good.
clips and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You've seen it?
My one nephew bears a striking resemblance to Ian Curtis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Should capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Start a Joy Division cover band or something.
Dude, have you guys noticed? That's the new thing, huh? The cover, at least around here. Okay, we're going off topic, but the cover bands, what is it that they call it? Like
Tribute.
tribute. The tribute band business is kicking. Oh my goodness! Especially down here, it seems like Beatles, Van Halen, ACD, all the bands have tribute. That's like the next thing. It's never gonna. Their music's never gonna die. All these people are gonna be making money off of these guys out of all the bands.
Yeah, technically the Beatles was my first concert because I actually saw the Beatles tribute.
But it was a tribute band.
It used to be Elvis and the Beatles. Now it's everybody.
And they were a damn good tribute band. They were called they're pretty astounding. They're well known. They're called the Fab Four, I think.
I see.
Yeah.
They've been around since like the 90s.
Holy cow, they were amazing.
Yeah, they've played around here. They played up in Williamsport.
That was technically technically his first concert was LL Cool J.
What?
That's neither here nor there.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean it's neither here nor there? You gotta.
He was a baby. He don't remember.
Oh, okay, I got you.
How about when he was in my tummy?
So
You guys got it. The album, there's not much to it. I guess it's almost like the White Album.
Yeah, we'll go with the album cover.
There's not a lot to it. This is just.
I mean, there's got to be more
I think this was gonna get a lot.
facts, about this. Is there anything that we could talk about factual?
Just the some of the tracks that appeared on this were a couple of them were re-recorded for this.
Okay.
And a few of them were cut down due to space concerns or limited.
If I would have went into this knowing that the rest of the members from Joy Division was in this band, I definitely would have looked at it a little different than going in blind.
Okay.
Because it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I picked this album because it was an awakening for me, and it's a dance album. We hadn't done a dance album. We hadn't done a compilation. I figured there's not a lot when it's a dance album. Like there's not like as much to talk about. So I didn't expect this to go long on this one.
But it's not like your average dance where it's
It's not just beats. It's not just beats. it's better than that.
Yes, it's a lot better.
Like,
It's more of a like a.
It's actually written well.
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good. I considering, even though like I was complaining about how long it was, like I complained like Jesus criminy, get this.
It is long.
Get over already. Like, come on. It's like it was killing me. It's like
it's long without adding the B-sides.
Yeah.
I really love this album, but it's like I cannot devote an hour and 20 minutes or 17, whatever it is. I just can't sit somewhere for an hour and something and just listen and not
it's not
get in the way of everyday life of like doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I love this album and I agree with you. I just said that.
It's almost box setish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of its length. That's basically what it is, the singles box set.
Yeah, it's a single box.
It's not one you have to sit and listen to the whole thing. You can break it up.
It's not a
but I didn't even know that. I didn't know this was a compilation of other. I didn't know nothing. I went into this not knowing nothing about anything. And
Jim did this.
I had my headphones on and I'm like, oh God, please stop. I pull up the next song and the song's like 7 minutes and 57 seconds.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Oh God. I'm like,
every one of them.
But then at a certain point, I'd be like this, and be like, I was jamming out a few times and like, damn, this is good. I enjoyed the album, but man, this moderation, big time.
It's in moderation. It's in moderation, man. It's.
I throw it on if I'm gonna ride to work. You know, I'm given I might only get 2 songs in from here to my work, 11-mile drive, but
totally agree. Totally agree.
5 or 6 songs would be a good stopping point.
I had picked originally, I think, the Crystal Method of Vegas. And that's a EDM album. And I was like, let me switch it to Substance, because at least I think we'll have a little bit more, because it's like, what are we going to talk? Yeah, man.
That's not Substance.
Yeah. We do an EDM album and we can't play it here. What's the point? You know, because that's it's like almost like you got to hear it. It's like, man, that beat at 3:56 of song 6 was freaking, bro. I really got into it. In that beat, it was so good. Yeah, you can't really talk. It's hard. It's hard to talk about an EDM album, you know? It's so at least this is a little bit better, but
you know what I think of with this album? This album would be a perfect album for a road trip. You know, it's something you could start off listening to as you're driving. And then once you start getting a little wore out, you know,
these numbers.
You start, hey, wake up. Hey, look at that over there. You can talk to your passenger, you know, have a little conversation as the music's playing. Then once the conversation kind of dies down, you can just go back and listen to the rest of the album and then repeat.
Yeah. You do
Joy Division is not good driving music. Because one time, I think when we saw HR play, on the ride home, it's like 1 a.m. We're driving home. It's like, I just want to put something chill on. We put on the Joy Division album. I swear I saw one of these numbers in the driver's seat.
That was me.
Yeah.
So calm and I fall right asleep.
It is. I mean, it's relaxing driving.
Too relaxing.
But I mean, this has a little bit more beat, kind of keep you awake, you know, entertain you a little bit. And if you need to have a conversation at any given time, you can have it.
Yeah.
And still not miss nothing.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to be drinking a little bit. You got to be able to move, because they're going to make you move. LCD sound systems like that. It's music that gets you up, you know, and it's like
close, like sonically, very similar.
Yes.
I know I probably look like a fool because my wife was watching TV or something. I had my headphones on and I'm standing up next to her chair doing this a couple times, you know, like.
Bro, I had it on this morning, and I walk away and I come back and my wife's dancing in the living room. I said, well, sometimes you can't help it. it's what it's meant for, and it's joyful music for the most part. You know, the beats are lively, not over the top. They got good beats.
See, Joy Division should have been called New Order, and New Order should have been called Joy Division.
Yes. Yes. Joy Division's name is definitely misleading. Except for what? Love Will Tear Us Apart. That's like a big song, but then Love Will Tear Us Apart. It's still dark.
Yeah, it's not a happy song.
Yeah, it's not a happy song.
I think it fits perfect. I think they both fit perfectly. Because New Order it's new, it's starting fresh.
True.
And Joy Division, just the name alone, for a really sad project and band, the name fits, I think.
If you know the history behind the name Joy Division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both fully selfish. They're both fully selfish. I don't know if there's anything much more to say about it, but I didn't think we would go long. I'm surprised we made it to 26 minutes on this one, but
the one thing I want to bring up, my introduction to them was not necessarily through their music. It was through a movie about Tony Wilson, who was the guy at Factory Records, and it was a movie about his 24-hour party people is what it's called.
Yeah, 24-hour party people. I know that movie.
If you get a chance, check it out. Steve Coogan, but it's about all his career moving through Factory Records and all the plethora of bands on Factory Records, including the Happy Mondays and some events that happened.
Mondays?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been listening to them for like the last couple of weeks. That song Step Who's Gonna Step on You Again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, such a jam. If you guys haven't heard that song, it's so good. So good. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Continue, I'm sorry.
But yeah, definitely worth taking a look at is that movie.
24 party people.
After I watched that movie and I started getting into the Joy Division and New Order, I ended up picking this up from, remember BMG?
Oh yeah.
Disregard the Wax.
Was that one of your 12 free CDs?
That was
Yeah. But
no, that was just a regular box set that they had on there, and I just picked it because I was like, oh, New Order box set, $15. Hell yeah.
Why not?
What's this album cover look like?
Which one?
New Order, Substance, 1987.
It's
pretty simple if I remember right. It's kind of like the White Album.
It's quite plain.
I think it says New Order
quite
Substance
plain.
87 on it.
It's super. It's just Substance, 1987. Does it say the singles? I'm not sure if it does. Does it? Maybe I'm thinking of a different album.
Now, not knowing anything about this band, what does the other album covers look like? Are they
Flowers?
Flowers? Because I mean, if this one's kind of like,
That's their from 81.
okay,
I believe that.
they're pretty plain.
And then the flowers. And everything else is like extra plain.
Okay,
Very
that's kind of unique, I guess. You got music style like you do, and it's just plain.
Yeah.
Plain. Like we're looking at some of their other album covers, and besides the flower one, they're like this.
Donnie, see if you could get the other ones. I know the one from Age of Consent, but I don't know if I know too many other ones.
their first one from 81. It's called, hold on.
And that was after Joy Division, right?
Huh?
I believe he passed away like in 80, 79, 80, something
I
like
think it was 80.
Yeah. I think it was just before my time.
And the one that this is kind of like the sequel to is this one here.
That is a great compilation.
It's
That's incredible.
Substance, Joy Division. I
Yes.
also have a Joy Division box set.
Maybe that's why it's a homage to this, in the same vein, I guess.
So this is the Joy Division Heart and Soul. It's the studio output. That's obviously that's Ian Curtis there. It's got all their like Joy Division was originally called Warsaw, and it's got a bunch of their the tracks that they had produced under that name, and then it's got the 2 albums,
Yeah,
and a bunch of the singles. I think Substance is part of this as well.
Yeah.
There used to be a club on South Beach called Warsaw, and it was a dance club, and they used to play this kind of music. It was pretty cool. Not sure if they got it from Joy Division, but it's a nice little coincidence.
Warsaw. That just sounds like a good club name.
It was, bro.
The Warsaw.
Going down to the Warsaw. Sounds like a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a freaking hot club.
But yeah, these album covers are pretty damn simple, plain, no thrills whatsoever. Like they didn't even try to put any effort into these album covers. It's just like
Didn't match.
Yeah, the movement's pretty plain.
just give me regular font, nothing behind it.
Didn't match the music.
But you know what? It's weird
That's
because
spot on, Jim.
like me, you know, when I was younger and I'd go to Specs or music stores, wherever, a lot of times I took a chance on bands just by their album cover, you know?
Yes.
And it's like if I were to see this stuff, that would definitely pass this junk. I would pass that junk up quick. And I'm like, that doesn't look very interesting to me.
Like compare this to the Breakfast in America album.
Yeah.
Right? You would grab that Breakfast in America album just to see what the hell is going on.
See, looking at this, just that first glance, I would assume this would be some sort of old jazz album or something.
It looks like a modern radio station logo.
Yeah.
But if you see, they got like a 711F if you turn it.
Maybe.
Let's see that cover.
Or a F and an L. With 2 dots. I wonder if the dots could be a play on Morse code with a little dot dash going on. I don't know. Pretty plain though. I mean, at least that one looks a little better than Substance.
There we go. Holy shit.
That looks like that. Didn't have to cut you off. Don't it? Stained glass.
Yeah.
Stained glass paint.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody I used to know.
What was his name? Gaultier?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Gaultier. That's the Age of Consent one.
That's not a bad looking album cover.
No.
That looks like that would be a Joy Division cover.
Yeah.
It just looks sad.
Yeah.
And I also love like the colors on the top, like it's like a printing, like you buy something.
Test printing.
Yeah.
Printing on.
That's what I was wondering. What that?
It's all the colors used.
Go to see if there should be another one. I know there's this one song that they had. It's called Regret. I don't remember the name of what album it was on, but that one was a good song. That was like, I guess in the 90s. My favorite song for them is Age of Consent. And Blue Monday.
That almost looks like a bootleg.
And The Beach and True Faith.
Yeah.
Looks like a Nine Inch Nails album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Substance, obviously. Technique.
A lot of albums. Is this band alive still or dead or like around?
I think they were. I think they were here not too long ago. They played down on the beach at the Fillmore South.
Okay.
That's Regret Republic, and that album is pretty good. That's super upbeat, and that has the song called Regret. That's really good. Yeah.
That's not a.
And they still tour, and usually the Fillmore's not too big, so they sell out fast, and they still got a lot of people that are into them. Probably an older crowd, but people into dance music are into this EDM.
I would like to see him.
I've never seen them. I've never seen them myself. Yeah, I would like to see them too. It should be a very happy, everybody dancing kind of vibe shit, man. People probably the people that go will probably love it, and probably everybody's on their feet. I doubt anybody's sitting too much. Two 2001. See, I've never seen that one. I think the last one I of their albums was the Republic one with Regret. That was the last album I had.
Huh.
No.
That's simple. No.
I wonder if that's no as a no or as part of the
New Order.
the chart, what is the scientific chart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot.
The elements and all that stuff.
There's this like almost same colors from the
No,
tester.
Yeah.
That's a Minecraft cover right there.
Yeah, there's nothing that really grabs you. The only one that kind of really grabs you is the one for Republic, where it's the people on the beach and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
that's about the only. I like the flower one too. That's like that guy Brito artwork. I can't stand that guy's artwork, but that looks like his kind of style.
It's
They
like
had a bunch of
broken star.
Yeah.
they had a bunch of guest singers on that album. And that's the last one that they did was 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, Iggy Pop.
I guess you get a pass once you've been around as long as they have. I guess you get a pass for certain album covers like that because you should be already established at that point. I guess.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan of New Order, you'll always be a fan of New Order. It's almost like Depeche Mode. You like Depeche Mode, you'll love all of Depeche Mode. Maybe I'll pick Depeche Mode next time.
Next
I
time.
haven't done a Depeche Mode.
I dig Depeche Mode.
It'll be your new Evo. Maybe. Have you heard Depeche Mode?
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard one of their last songs I remember hearing that they did was that song "Wrong." Did you hear that one? Or see the video for it? "Wrong." Oh, it's so good.
Oh, look at Jay Hood being a fan of New Order. Who'd have thought? What's up, Jamie? But yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
They hold a special spot just because they open my eyes to new stuff.
I like them too. Thank you for this pick.
Yes.
It's a little different than what we usually hear.
Because I almost picked a Joy Division album, so
Oh, that would have been cool.
thanks for this.
That would have been cool. All right, we're going to the wheel. There's only 3 left.
Oh, did we talk about our favorite songs?
Nope.
No.
we didn't.
Besides Blue Monday,
I like the
Besides-
True Fate.
I guess I will go first if that's okay.
Go for it.
I am going to pick track number 9, Shell Shock. I like that a lot.
Shell Shock.
Shell Shock made me move.
Oh, is that the one?
That's one of the ones that made me kind of get me dancing around a little bit. I like that one.
There's only one that I really kind of don't like. All the other ones, I pretty much like. For the most
Of course, Blue Monday. Blue Monday is a classic.
It's probably the best one on here.
It is.
I'm not a fan of Confusion.
Not me neither. Not a fan of.
I like Ceremony too. I like the opening song was a good opener.
The first 3 are, I'd say, the best 3 out of the whole.
Yeah.
It's the most similar to Joy Division,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I was expecting to hear most. And I was really thrown off by the rest of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Bizarre Love Triangle. I know you don't like. You're tired of that one. That one was a good one too.
No, it's a great song. It's just I really heard it a lot, and I just don't go back to it. But it's a fantastic. It's the song that grabbed me when I heard it the first time. I had never heard anything like it, but I don't need to hear it anymore.
I hear you.
I think the one I don't like the most is In a Lonely Place. I don't like that's a slow one, and I like the beach a lot, but I don't like the instrumental one. I like it with the words. I really like the beats a lot. Which one's your favorite, Donnie?
Ceremony.
Okay.
Blue Monday.
Yeah. Blue Monday's a good one, right?
True Faith. I kind of like True Faith.
True Faith is very popular too.
You know, it's got that catchy, that catchy chorus that. Oh.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Really like this one. It's a good one.
Spin that
Yeah,
one.
definitely check out New Order Substance, and 24-Hour Party People is a great flick. Definitely check it out if you want to have a little insight into the band and Factory Records and Tony Wilson and some of the other bands that appear and some of the chicanery that happened back in those days. And very foul language. So if you don't like foul language, maybe skip it.
Some of the raves and all that stuff, right?
If you want to watch the movie, guys, it is available on Tubi and Pluto for free right now.
There you go.
Came out in 2002, and it's an hour and 57 minutes long, so it's almost as long as this album.
Almost as long as that.
Almost.
Yeah,
I will put that on my watch list.
the CD version comes in at a whopping 2 hours and 16 minutes.
That's a long song.
But definitely give it a listen. I recommend it.
It's different.
Moderations.
Yes. Put up into like three or four parts.
Why did it just do that?
Now I'm super interested in.
I clicked open the wheel and it decided to get funky.
I'm feeling like we're having a John Denver week next time.
You know, I kind of jumped the gun and I already listened to the John.
We did too, because I had got the record for free from a collection I think I told you guys about.
Yeah.
While we were going through the records, we were listening to it. So we've already heard it also.
Yeah, I was at the pool like a couple of weeks ago, and I put it on with my wife.
I haven't. It's my pick.
Unprepared.
Spin that motherfucker.
Shuffle.
Who's it gonna be?
Big money, no whammies, and what did I say? I called it.
Good call, Jim.
It
I
is.
mean, to be fair, there's only
Sunshine on
3
my
albums.
shoulder, Denver.
Jay Hook's favorite song is "True Faith" by far. There you go. Oh my God, we're doing John Denver.
Who would have thought it?
You got that album cover on? Do any of you guys have it?
Not accessible.
Not
but
accessible.
I will have it for the
What the hell
show.
did I do with it?
It's okay. It's all right. I was just wondering. I hope I listened to the right album. That's what I'm not sure of now. If I listened to the right John Denver album.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Okay. All right.
Very early in his career, and for those of you not in the know, it's the album that has Country Roads on it. That's why.
Pretty opposite.
Have you seen his movies?
Wasn't he in the one God with George Burns?
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. The first one.
I haven't seen that movie in decades, but I remember watching it when I was younger and liking it.
Yeah, I watched it a few months back. Still good. I still enjoyed it. I loved it back in the day, but it's definitely from a simpler time.
Might have to watch that before the show.
They're both gone.
He was a manager in a grocery store, which I thought was hilarious in the movie. And George Burns was fabulous. All right, John Denver it is. Country Road.
Get out there and listen to some New Order. And in the meantime, John Denver, get out there and listen to some music.
Yeah, baby.
Do it.